Hello students, welcome to the session on RDBMS. RDBMS. Okay, this is the first and foremost class for your 6th semester where you people will be dealing with the subject called Relational Database Management System. See, before reading for the Relational Database Management System, the first and foremost class will deal with the terminologies that you are going to use in Relational Database Management System. I hope it will be clear to you people. Why? Because nowadays without the data we are not doing anything. If the data exists, you people will be existed. If the data is not existing, you people are not existed. Okay. For example, if some person is applying for the death certificate, okay, if he is entering the Aadhaar number, right, which is mine, if he is entering my Aadhaar number, if it is deleted, if it is entered into the death certificate, then automatically my remaining applications, voter IDs, ration card, everything, from every application I will be deleted. Why? Because my Aadhaar number has been entered into the death certificate. See, this is what the importance of your data. Okay, in order to handle those particular data, in order to handle such kind of huge amount of data, we are going to use a subject called RDBMS. But before going for the RDBMS, we will learn what is DBMS, and before going for the DBMS, we will learn database. Okay, we will try to understand the terminology that we are going to use in our near future, so that it will be very clear what are the concepts that we are going to see in our syllabus. Okay, now here the question comes is what is the database management system is. Okay, and here they have given some definition over there, right? But before going for the definition, try to understand the title itself. That is, system is a procedure, is a way of organizing the things, I can say, and the management is nothing but the managing the things. Okay, this is the way, this is the managing the things, right? And now the question comes is what is database. Now again we will be dividing that terminology into two bases. One is data, one is database. Now the question comes is what is. In general life, in our real life, we used to use this terminology very frequently. Why? Because whenever you are going for any application, when you come to college, when you are going for the Mi-Seva, when you are going for some other things, when you are going for some other applications that you are using in your mobiles, everywhere you people will be using a terminology called data. Now the question comes is what is data? Now the data is nothing but it is a raw facts which can be recorded, I can say. Data is nothing but what? It is a raw fact which can be recorded. Say suppose if you are writing text, if you are writing numbers, if you are taking a picture, if you are recording the video, then all will fall under what? Data only. Okay, this data has to be recorded, and in order to get the information, we need to process this data. See, data is what? Raw fact. It can contain anything. It can contain anything. For example, if I am saying the student detail, student, we can have any number of students. I can have the details of BSc student, I can have the details of BCom student, I can have the details of some BA student also. But when I am specifically saying that I want to have the information about BCom students only, then this data has to be processed in order to get what? BCom student data. Okay. This data is consisting BSc students, BA students, and BCom students also. But I am processing onto this particular data in order to get what? BCom students only. In this way, we will be processing this data in order to get what? Information. Now, when I am talking about this particular BCom student, then they are interconnected with one another. They will be having roll number, they will be having subject information, they will be having total scores, they will be having grades. Each and everything is related with the student. Okay, some or the other way we will be having the information which is related. Okay, now after this, when I am saying about a particular student, see this is the entire student's information, this is a particular class information. When I am saying one student should do this, I am taking the knowledge. This person has to do this. If I am saying this, then you can say this as our knowledge. I am taking some Suresh, I am taking some Naresh, I am taking some Harish. When I am specifically saying about a student, then that will become a domain or knowledge. Means to say we are talking about a particular person. Means to say we will be talking about a particular thing. Then that will become your domain. This will become your information. This will become your data. I hope it is clear, right? What is data? What is information? What is domain? What is knowledge? Okay, this is the prior knowledge that you need to have in order to understand your terminology called database. Now the question comes as, what is a database? Now here the database will be given a definition like this. Database is a collection of interrelated data. What do you mean by this interrelated? As we have said that we will be having a database called student. Student will be having its related data like roll number, like name, subjects, total, average, and faculty, and college, and university code, which are interrelated to one another. When the university exists, then the college will exist. When the college is existing, student will exist. In some or the other way, they are interrelated to one another. Then that is called as your database. When we are saying student database, then this database will consist the information about students only. They are interrelated to one another. That is the reason we are giving a name called database. It is a place where we will be putting the interrelated data. Okay, that is what the database definition is. Now I hope what you have understood the title. Database is nothing but a collection of interrelated data. Okay, and we are managing those particular things. And we are managing this particular database by using a system. Now I will be giving the definition for DBMS. I can simply say that DBMS is a software. DBMS is what? It is a software. DBMS is nothing but what? This is a software which will be handling your operation that you want to perform onto your databases. So consider if I am having a database called a student, then if I want to insert the student information, if I want to delete the student information, if I want to update the student information, that has to be done manually. That will be done by using your DBMS. DBMS is nothing but a software which will be acting like an interface between the data. Okay, so in other words, they will be saying that it is a set of application programs used to access, update, manage the data that you have stored in your databases. Okay, I hope it is clear. Simply you can remember in these two manners, right? It is a set of programs, or simply directly you can say that DBMS is a software which will be used for handling our databases. Okay, handling means what you will do. Whatever the data that you have stored, or else whatever the data that has to be created, that has to be created by what? Your software, and that has to be managed by what? Your software, and insertion, updation, deletion, whatever the thing that you want to perform, that will be done by using your software called DBMS. I hope it is clear what the DBMS will do. Okay, so consider if you are having a database, every database will be represented with a bucket like this. This is the database. Here we will be having some data. Consider that I am having student database. Then this has to be created. I will be having application program over here. Application program will show you the forms, right? It will show you something else at the front end. But you don't have any knowledge about the DBMS, where it has to be stored, where it has to be created, where it has to be retrieved. You don't have any information. When you are having a Facebook application, you know about the application only, where the data is going to store, where the profile information is going to store, where the videos are storing. You don't have any information. So this is the place where we are storing that. Here is the application where we are using that. And in between what I will use? I will be using database. So consider if you are requesting for FB, Facebook application, then your database management system will take that request and it will be converted into the instructions and it will be searching the database. If your request is found, then that will be transferred to you people. Always whatever the information needed by you people, that is users, clients I can say, they will be requesting for the data and it will be processed by your database management system. It will be searched into your database and that will be given to you people by using database management system. That is the reason I have taken a terminology called interface between the application programs and database, I can say. This person don't know how to manage the databases. Why? Because he is having the application. By using the application, he want to do the work. That is what the information that is known by the end user. Those who are not having any knowledge about the programming, any knowledge about the database, they will be using the applications in order to handle their data. Okay, but database, originally we will be storing this database onto the disk, I can say. Somewhere we will be having the servers, we will be storing this database, and in order to handle that, in order to retrieve that particular data, in order to manipulate those particular data, we will be using a software called DBMS. There will be number of softwares available in the market for implementing the database management system, like SQL. As of your academic syllabus, we will be discussing about the SQL. SQL is a database management software, and you can use MySQL, and you can use Oracle. You can use any software. It is not mandatory that you should use these three only. You can use any database management softwares in order to handle this database, I can say. But do remember, for this class, you need to remember what is data, what is database management system, and then what is raw fact, what is data, what is database, what is knowledge, and then what is database management system is. These are the four terminologies that we have discussed today. Just focus on them so that you people can easily understand what we are going to discuss in the upcoming lectures. I hope it is clear to you people, right? If there is any question, if there is any doubt, just let me know by your messages so that we can clarify them in our next session, and we will continue from this particular topic. I hope it is clear. In our upcoming lecture, we will be discussing about the rules of database management system, the need of database management system, and the components, functions, responsibilities, each and everything will be discussed over here. And as you have seen in the Excel foundation, every class has been taken in the lab. Why? Because we are having the practical things that has to be discussed in the theory. But in case of your database management system, we will be not having those many statements that has to be discussed in every unit. Okay, we will be focusing on the theoretical part, and when we are discussing about the second and third unit, we will be discussing about the statement which has to be performed on the system. As of our academic syllabus, we should use SQL software, but in our laboratory we will be using Oracle Tenchi. Okay, in every software we will be having different versions. You can use any version, but as you are the beginners, they will be asking you to practice on the SQL, where you people will be having command oriented. Okay, you need to remember every command. But in our Oracle, we will be having the console applications where you can type and we can see the predefined applications that are available in your Oracle. Don't go for this. Just as of now, do remember about data, do remember about database, and do remember about the database management system and domain. Okay, focus on this for today. I will place the definition for database. Just practice that and write it in your notebook. I hope it is clear for you people, and see you in the next one. That's it. Thank you.